point of view, which is an adjacent property to the Scientology church.
Are you adjacent, or are you on the other side of Glenwood?
We're across the street. We're across from the post office.
She's on the other corner.
I'm on
Yeah.
the
Okay.
other side. And candidly, it would be better for me if this change in Glen Ridge does work. However, I guess we're more concerned as the neighbors right there in the very front end of what the changes are going to be made. And it looks like you have some renderings there.
Well, all this is, and you're welcome to come up and look at it. All this is Fulton County, or City of Sandy Springs staff's drawing on the site plan that was submitted by the architectural firm that filed the application.
Okay.
But it's going to change, he said.
Well, it may. We're having a survey done to locate and to better define where that right-of-way line is. Yes.
This organization is known for having bookstores inside of it. Is this also going to be able to handle services, or which aren't services or whatever, and also people coming in and out to buy their books and their products?
There will be a small bookstore within the facility. It's not intended for drawing people from the outside in. It's really to serve the people that are in the church already, so they will already have been there. It's a normal, customary thing.
So do you know what else they're going to have in there? Now they're going to have an assembly room and a bookstore. So
And they'll have offices, and they'll have classroom facilities. There's a lot of one-on-one counseling that goes on, and that will take up a good bit of the facility.
And so are their hours pretty
The
much
kitchen, break room, all that kind of stuff.
Right, are their hours pretty much 8 to 5, or are they open in the
No, they're
evening?
open at night as well. So from a practical standpoint, they're typically going to be open from about 9 to 9:30. But we're saying, there could be variables either way. So that's the normal time frame, but certainly by 8 to 11, they're going to be.
And their service, they do have a service, and it's on Sunday.
No, it isn't necessarily on Sunday.
Okay, when is
Sometimes it can be on Saturday, sometimes it can be on Sunday. It is not necessarily at the same time.
But they do have a sign in front of their location now saying Sundays at either 10 or 11, I can't remember, correct? So that sign's wrong?
I'm not saying that sign's wrong. I've never seen that sign, ma'am, so you're going to have to.
Will they be moving their other organizations like CCHR into there, or WISE, or anything like that, or any of the other offices, or Applied Scholastics, or Narconon?
Narconon will not be located within the facility.
But you don't know about the others? Yeah. Will they have a sauna there too?
I'm sure they will have a
They will have
sign.
a sauna there also?
Any other questions?
Do you get a chance to look at the room?
Oh, yeah, you
Oh,
can
yeah,
walk
come
up
on
whenever
up.
you want.
And make sure you sign if you would, if you want.
Could you explain what you just said a little while ago?
See this arc right here?
Help me with the streets right now.
Hang on a
I'm-
second.
okay.
I'm going to wait till he finishes filming.
You have to look at the comp plan, whether that's, I'm not sure if that's one of the areas. Our comp plan has.
This is
a-
Glen
They
Ridge.
have done a traffic study
Right.
in a lot of places. I'm not
This
sure
is
if that's one of the
Roswell
places they've done it.
Okay.
So this,
And I see, okay, now.
okay, this is
I sat in on some of those deals.
Go ahead.
This is the arc that I was talking about, approximate parent location of the right-of-way.
Is that the wall?
The wall is this,
And-
isn't it?
Yes, ma'am. That's the
Yeah,
wall.
that's it.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
And so this doesn't really correspond. Normally, when you acquire right-of-way, you would come off of the same arc that the road has.
Right,
and go
exactly,
back.
right.
That would be.
Or, in this case, when you're trying to
And I
relocate
actually
an
tried to
intersection,
cover back
you would come off of
fatalities
some kind of
there
arc
because
off of this
the
curve
police station
to
actually
acquire
heard my
right-of-way.
voicemail
This
when I
doesn't
called.
seem to make
Said
a lot of
there's been an
sense.
accident.
Now, is this gonna be a new front?
So most of the time
No,
I
ma'am.
get
Oh.
This is just an outline that they did.
So, but anyway, they don't keep.
All right, well,
guess
so
that's it.
this is Glen Ridge Road. I'm sorry, is this Roswell Road?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that's Roswell Road,
I'm
okay.
not sure how the police department calculates their
Roswell, Glen Ridge. The building doesn't change.
So Sandy Springs is, this is their proposal, Sandy
No.
Springs, the blue and the green? Okay.
It's
what-
just
what-
trying, all she's doing is, she's trying to look
Who's
at
she?
the staff. All
Okay.
they were doing is looking at this property was acquired by Fulton County as right of way. This piece is the main parcel. This is an easement.
And the post office.
The post
Right.
office owns it. This property has right to
No,
park
they
on
pull
it.
in farther than 10 feet, yeah, so what happens
So,
is they
and if you go out there, it just looks like it's part of the facility.
Sure.
It does, right.
So, and you say definitely the wall's not coming down?
No, the wall is not
Because
supposed
if,
to
I
come
mean, I
down.
can't see what they could do.
No, the wall's
The
not
only thing,
intended
yeah, I
to
think
come.
mostly
It's a
everybody's.
beautiful wall. I mean,
I know it is, and I live right across from it.
yeah, you don't want it to come down.
I think the majority of people are just worried about the traffic.
Sure.
We have a horrible
And
traffic.
more, I
condition.
think more importantly, the parking. Now, and I belong to Mount Perrin, and we bus people forever.
Right.
So,
Yeah,
I mean,
every
and it
church
works
does.
fine. It
Yeah.
does, it's not a big
And
deal.
to the extent that they have to do that here,
They probably will.
they may have to, but that's not, I mean, they are, based on other facilities of this type, they don't feel like they have to. Because they
So they
just,
don't
it's not like
generally-
Mount Perrin. They don't have a big, everybody come together.
Right.
not necessarily.
So who did this green and blue one?
Staff. That's just their working drawing.
Now, when we were going through the whole Glen Ridge thing last year, or year before, you said this part of the property was actually purchased by Fulton County?
That's what their information, that's what staff's
Because
information
we didn't
indicates.
think that anything had happened simply because nothing happened with our
Right.
complex. And the.
My understanding on, now, do you live in this one
I
that's
live-
the arc right here on the,
I live right here.
or are you the one that goes back in there?
I'm the one.
See, this is, on this, well, that's because on this one, this is Glen Ridge, this is Roswell Road, and then
Oh, I
there's
live
a,
right here.
okay, so you come off of Glen Ridge back in here as opposed to that little arc that comes, you know, there's some townhouses that are right up on.
That's not me. That's
That's
the
not you.
Prince Charles or whatever.
Yeah,
they
it used to be the
call it.
Prince Charles, yeah. No, she's in the brick, I know exactly.
Okay,
You're
and
right
you're
across
over
from it.
here.
And I'm right here, yeah, I'm
Here?
over here. Mhm.
Okay.
I'm over here.
Okay,
And as long as the wall's not coming down, if that could be a contingency in this whole thing, I think all our owners would be okay with it. But I'm not standing for the entire board.
sure. And I'll be glad, I'll give you my card and I'll be glad.
Okay, good, because I'm also connected to the city of Sandy Springs and a major player there as well.
Okay.
Could I also get one of your cards?
You know something, I told her I would, I don't
You don't
even have
happen to
one.
have any. Oh,
But I'll get a copy of this and send you something.
okay.
You can scribble something down on the paper for us, can't you?
Yeah, the law firm or whatever, so that we can, in case we have any questions in between now and the next meeting. I know as counsel, you're probably a busy man with many other clients. Thank you, sir.
I just think of
Yeah.
Here you go, I'll